All right, thank you all so much for joining me on this lovely Friday for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then we'll hop into our 26 and 2 yoga sequence. For the sun salutes, you can come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. Take a moment here to just stand up nice and tall, starting to arrive on your yoga mat, arriving in real time and space to your yoga practice. Bring your hands together at heart center. And begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, look up as if you're saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. Hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift, hips over heels, back flat. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop. On your next exhale, stomach in, lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other. You can pedal out your legs, and then lift your heels, press your heels down, hips to the ceiling. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward and step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, reach to rise, arms with your ears, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift, hips over heels, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down push-up motion does not work for you, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale your down dog or child's pose. For down dog, keep your hands shoulder width distance. Notice if all of your weight is in your wrists. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Last down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. Keep your hands shoulder width distance, but you can spread your feet wider. So press your heels down, lift your kneecaps up, push the floor away from you with your knuckles. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. Now we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back. Stretch your arms forward. Elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels. Stomach in. Look straight ahead. Exhale, head up. Weight stays in your heels. Abdominal wall engaged. Look back. Arms forward. Elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. First set, make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, come roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth. Slowly look back, slowly arms forward, elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. So keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up, pull the abdomen in, look up, look back, stretch the arms forward, push elbows together to touch. Inhale, head down. Make this the deepest breath so far, breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. So we're working on the neck and shoulders and the lungs. Chin down, elbows up, stomach in. Exhale, head up. Even the eyeballs get a little bit of a stretch. Without backward bending, look all the way back. Stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Last breath, second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We'll continue half minute with hands to feet pose, Articharmasana with Padastasana. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your arms to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight lines, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, creating a stretching feeling on the left side body and a toning feeling on the right side body, stomach in, don't collapse. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your left hip forward, two hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Note that I'm not mirroring you, so I'm pushing my hips to the right, stretching my upper body to the left, but it might look like the opposite. You are welcome to follow my words or my body. Just know that in this style of yoga, we do the right side first. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back, push your right hip forward, two hips in line, left shoulder forward, two shoulders in line, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, first back bend of the day. I'll show you from the side, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest and bring your arms back with your ears, try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Hands to floor, relax your head. Go for a walk, bend one knee, straighten the other. Here we go, Padastasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. That's the whole goal. Second set, feet together, standing tall. Inhale, arms up, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Keep the weight in your heels, hips forward, arms back. Imagine you're leaning against a wall behind you. Stretch up and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. So one of the tricks of this style of yoga is your grip strength. Notice if your wrists are bending and your hands are coming apart, use your grip strength to squeeze your palms together so the wrists are straight, palms are flat, arms with your ears, shoulders down and chin up. Push your left hip forward a little bit, right shoulder forward a little bit so everything is flat to the front of your mat. Come down, push, 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 change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. One of the other tricks in yoga, you are looking for what you can engage as well as what you can relax. So thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in, grip strength is working, biceps with the ears, and relax your jaw, relax your brow, relax your shoulders, puff up your chest. Push your right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So you want to feel the stretch along the whole front of your body. Look back towards your hands. Notice if your wrists are bending and the hands are coming apart. Squeeze your palms together. Actively push your hands back, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, fold, go down, hands to floor, relax your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tight or tender. Just checking in. Second set, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves or your Achilles from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor, pulling is the object of stretching. Roll forward, push your big toes down, lift your hips up, lengthen your spine. Good, change, come up, arms with ears, knees can bend. Very nice, arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in and lean your upper body back, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Lean back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, touch your head and hips to a wall behind you. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up, last part. Squeeze your knees together, keep your toes pointing forward. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down until there's a gap between your hips and your heels. Pull your stomach in, lift your chest up, and change. Slowly come up. Knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you want to stick your butt out, fold forward, get your thighs parallel to the floor, shoulders down, and start to lift up. Lift your chin up, chest up. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, try to eliminate the curvature in your lower back, lift your heels, stretch up, lower abdomen in, bend your knees, sit down. So really engage your lower abdomen, stretch up towards the ceiling, heels up, knees up, spine straight, change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Listen to your body, stop when there's a ½ inch gap between your hips and heels, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, re-engage your fingertips and triceps, change, slowly come up, hips forward, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Dhanurasana, identify your right, identify your left, don't mix them up, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing your right arm under left arm, right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at the wrists, first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your face. You can also interlock fingers, grab a thumb, or grab shoulders. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Try to keep your hips down low and bring your right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies towards the front of your mat. Bend your elbows, bend your knees, sit down, lean back a little bit, and bring left leg over right leg. Left over right, cross twist, and eventually wrap your foot. And you might notice that this side feels a little or a lot different. It does for me. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right. We're not symmetrical, that's okay. Sit down a little bit lower, stomach in, lean your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, second set. Bring your right arm under your left arm. Now notice if your hands are to one side of your face. Are your hands to the left of your face? You're gonna pull your hands back to center and then try to drop the left shoulder down, and then you'll feel a big deltoid stretch. Bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring right leg over left leg. So eventually you want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankle, weight back in your heel, sit down more, lean your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Last one, I'll show you from the side. Left arm under right arm, pull elbows down, sit down so you can stick your butt out, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. So just like in the first part of awkward pose, chair pose, you can stick your butt out and fold forward to sit down, and then you're gonna start to lean back, right? So sit down more, elbows down more, lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. Okay, standing head to knee, Dhanurasana, Dhanurasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lift your left kneecap up, lock your left leg. Lift your right thigh up, you can point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, abdomen in, start to round down, and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Standing leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. When you're ready, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor, no higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down. Touch your elbows to your calf muscles. Bring your chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly, reverse, out. Very nice. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left leg up, point your toes, flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back to your face, stretching the calf and Achilles. Option to stay right here. You're working on your balance, your core strength, flexibility, right? When you're ready, you're gonna round down and make it a compression posture. So by rounding forward, you start to squeeze and compress into the abdomen. You can stay here, or when you're ready, start to lift your left leg up. And it's a real kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up. So your knee is over your ankle, your knee is over your ankle rather than your big toe. If both legs lock, start to bend your elbows down, touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Change, slowly reverse, out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend, or a knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Lift your right thigh up. Flex your toes back. Engage your abdominal wall. When you're ready, round down, pick up your foot. Webbing to webbing grip. Concentrate, meditate. Here we go. Lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down. If elbows go below your calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. Good, last one, shift your weight to your right leg, contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh. Lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, press your hips forward and round down. You want to evenly distribute your body weight on your standing foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. That'll cause your calf to cramp. So keep your toes relaxed on the standing foot and lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you come out, step by step. Good, standing bow pulling pose, Dhanurasana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right, give yourself a high five. for practicing yoga today. Oh yes, it's a good Friday. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See your foot coming over the top of your head. From the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, 2 shoulders in line. One day, touch your chin to your shoulder blade, scapula stretching away from the body. Kicking and stretching equal simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Whew, change. Slowly kick yourself up. Feet together, arms down. I am sweating this afternoon. Bring your left hand up, out to the left to reach back. Without turning or twisting your wrist, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. Bring your right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So every class feels a little bit different. Sometimes we know why, like, oh, I didn't sleep well, right? And sometimes we're like, why is this so hard right now? So this is just an opportunity to get to know yourself a little bit better. The same way that you never walk into the same room twice, you're never gonna have the exact same yoga class twice. And that's a blessing, right? So we're just being here in this moment, not expecting it to be the same as the last class. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. So what was it? Tuesday was Groundhog's Day, right? One of the greatest movies of all time, Groundhog's Day with Bill Murray. It has been called like the most Buddhist film of all time. If you've seen that movie, right, he wakes up and has to repeat the same day over and over and over again until he becomes selfless and helps other people and breaks the cycle, right? Your yoga class should never feel like Groundhog's Day. So if it feels the exact same over and over and over again, go inward a little bit more so that you can be living, giving and loving in an outward fashion. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up, right hip forward, lock your left leg, point your right toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So self-care is community care. We take care of ourselves through things like yoga so that we can be good stewards to our world, to our friends, to our family, and so that we can even be kind of nice and cordial to people that we don't like very much. Slowly drop your right hip down, left hip back, left arm forward, right arm back, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up, left hip forward, knees together, lock your right leg, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So anytime I have an interaction with somebody who's being really mean, one of my tricks is I just think to myself, man, I bet they didn't get to do yoga today. I feel really bad for them, right? So yoga helps us become patient with people that we don't like, and it helps us become better versions of ourselves. Left hip down, right shoulder forward, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Come to the back of your mat, Dhanurasana, balancing stick, feet together, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, puff up your chest, point your left toes, and slowly tilt. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor from the side. Body makes the T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes, and tilt. So really contract your quadricep muscles, your abdominal wall. Slowly body down, use your grip strength, squeeze your palms together, body down, leg up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, arms up, palms together, Interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back, step your right foot forward, stretch up, contract every muscle in your body except your face, point your left toes and tilt. So face stays relaxed, but everything else is squeezing. Bring your chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch. Change, left foot down, very nice. Right foot back, last one, here we go. Step your left foot forward, use your grip strength, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt. So notice if the wrists are coming, or if the wrists are bending, hands are coming apart, squeeze your palms together, chest down, chin forward, leg up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that. You are welcome to come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures so that both feet stay on your mat. I will continue to face you. Standing, separate leg stretching. Dhanurasana, Pada, Pashimotonasana. Inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, step your right foot to the right big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Toes in a little bit. Lock your legs. Lift your chest and swan dive forward. Good. Grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back. If you can't grab your heels yet, you can grab the outsides of your feet, maybe a pinky toe, or start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward like a wheel. Lift your hips up, push your knees back, lift your kneecaps, lock your legs, pull, stretch. Try to touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change. Slowly come up. Take your time as blood flow reverses. Keep your feet wide for triangle. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back, turn your right foot out, take a bigger step. Bend your right leg and lunge. So keep your left leg locked, bend your right knee, sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling, look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder. Hover your right fingertips just above your big and second toe, never quite touching the floor. Look up, stretch up, drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, turn, twist your upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can. One day the thigh will be parallel to the floor. It doesn't have to be today. Sit low, lean back, and move your arms. The goal here is to get a nice diagonal stretch to the right side of the body without collapsing, right? So at first, maybe it's just the wrist or the forearm in front of the knee. Make sure you're not all the way up though, right? Just the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. As you're ready, you're gonna push your right hip forward and down. Bend your left knee, sit down, look up, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, standing, separate leg, head to knee, Dhanurasana. Pivot on your heels to one side of your mat, turn your back, left toes in, push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine, chin to chest, stomach in. Eventually your forehead and knee will touch. You can bend your front right leg. You can take a bigger step. You can really tuck your chin into your chest. Eventually forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your spine to round, especially when we're not in an 105-degree room, right? You want to slowly over time open the back and compress the stomach. So one day forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward, left hip back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. One of the awkward things nobody talks about in this class is like when your chin gets stuck like in your tank top or in your t-shirt and then your face is like halfway in your shirt and halfway out. It's really uncomfortable, right? Chin to chest. And then you're like I try to bring my shirt underneath my chin to chest, around your spine. Touch your forehead and knee together. Stretch your fingertips just beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front leg. Left hip up, right hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Take a breath. Second set, stretching, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right big step. I'm going to show you from the side. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Grab your heels or the outsides of your feet. If you can, bend your elbows back, elbows to calves, shoulders to ceiling, belly button to spine. Notice if the knees are bending and the spine is rounded. Roll forward, find your edge, lift your hips up, and then look forward a little bit. Imagine your heart will touch the floor before your head. Good, change. Slowly come up with a flat back. Very nice. Second set, triangle. Push your hips forward, lean back, turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit. Bend your right leg lunge. You can always take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Imagine one day you could press your whole body against a wall in front of you. So right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, but then notice if the right knee goes to the left of the ankle, right? You want the knee tracking with the ankle. Look up, use your triceps, reach your left arm up, stretch your right arm down, turn, twist, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, two heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, try to make sure my heels are in line. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Left elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingers just above your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the front of your mat. Push your right hip forward and down, push your left knee back with the help of your elbow, turn, twist upper body back like spine twisting posture, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your hips forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and you go down, chin to chest, abdomen in. Bend your front leg if you want, touch your knee and head together, never forcing the body, and you can take a bigger step. Bring your weight to your front foot, right hip up, left hip down, chin to chest, throat choked, jaw relaxed, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee, lift both kneecaps, walk your hands together, change. Press your hips forward, keep your chin to your chest, head up, last. Pivot on your heels to the other side. I'll show you from the front. So make sure your heels are in line, but not crisscross. That'll make it hard to balance. Turn back toes in, push right hip forward, stretch up, palms together, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, chin to chest. My t-shirt's already doing that awkward thing, chin to chest. Bend your left leg if you need to, touch knee and head together. If your hands are separated, maybe start to walk them back together. It helps to bring more weight to your front foot. That's your balance. Maybe thumbs cross, maybe palms together, right hip a little forward, abdomen in. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, lift your kneecaps, hands together, wrists straight, arms with your ears, change. Slowly come up, hands together, wrists straight, arms with your ears, head up last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, tree and then toe. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up. Touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling. Bring your right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up. Take a breath. Option to stay here, flow to toe stand. Start to fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Try to get your knees in line. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good, change, right leg down, squeeze your right thigh and lift your left leg up. This side might feel a little or a lot different, that's normal. Heel to costume, let your left knee drop, never force your knees. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand. Press your hips forward, lift your chest up. Option to stay here, flow to toe stand, start to fold forward. Hands to floor, lean forward, so really lift your heel, put your weight in your arms, bend your knees, sit down. It's a beginner-friendly version of toe stand. Put your hands on the floor and put all of your weight in your arms as you sit so that there's no weight on your kneecap. From there, sit down, walk your hands back, left hand, right hand, spine straight, chest up, come a ½ inch off your heel. When you're ready, hands to floor, lift your hips up, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Nice. Nice. Change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around. Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Okay. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together. Toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. You know, I've been thinking, Margaret, about, we were talking before class about how Bikram yoga, 26 and 2 yoga used to always only be 90 minutes. And a couple of years ago, the studio that I worked at, that many of us in this class went to, added 60-minute classes, and it was like the world was ending. Like 6 months prior to us changing our schedule at that studio, the camp that I work at every summer also changed. Basically, like 2 campsites merged into one. So all of the kids from the camp that I grew up going to and that they'd grown up going to, we then started going to another camp. So we didn't get to return to like this beloved space of ours. And obviously the high school students were really pissed. They did not take it well. However, that really prepared me for grown-ass adults in my Bikram studio being so pissed off that we'd changed 90-minute classes. It turns out the high school students were tame compared to the wrath of some people in our hot yoga studio who were so upset that we'd added 60-minute classes. None of you were any of those people. You were all nice, if not a little bit like, what are we doing? But you were all nice about it. But humans don't like change, right? And the older we get and the longer we do something for the same way every time, the harder it is to change. And yet, here we are in the middle of a pandemic, in a not 105-degree room, in a 60-minute yoga class on Zoom, right? We don't like change, and yet here we are. And from where I'm laying, it's not so bad. It's different. I wish I was with you in person. I wish it was hot. I love the 90-minute, and yet here we are, right? And I am so grateful on every level to be here, to be alive, to be breathing, to be practicing yoga with you. So thank you for rolling with the punches. Padastasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Try to anchor your right shoulder to the floor, right sit bone on the floor, right calf muscle on the floor. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, nice tight grip, pull your knee out and down. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands to strengthen your grip. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and breathe. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, squeeze your knees together and down, make sure all 5 fingers together, head on the floor, look down, squeeze, breathe. Good, change, arms down and eyes open. And for many people, the reason why changing the yoga to like 60 minutes or at camp, right, changing the location, it wasn't really about the yoga. It was about the fact that both of those spaces were safe spaces, right? Where when everything else in the world is changing, you still have your yoga studio or your camp space that was exactly the same. So when I looked at both of those experiences afterwards, it wasn't actually about camp. It wasn't actually about a 90-minute class, right? It was about opportunities to return to who you are on the inside through repetition. That is what yoga offers. At the end of the day, I love 26 and 2 yoga. I love the heat. I love 90 minutes, but it's not really about any of that. It is really about you returning to yourself and making a commitment to return to yourself, to who you are. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, you can roll off to the side and skip the sit up. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, lie on your stomach. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use your back strength. Come up halfway only. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Hug your arms into your sides. Stretch your elbows down towards your hips. Keep your feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, push your feet down, squeeze your butt, push your hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands on the floor, feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift. Make sure hands are flat, not cupping, all 5 fingers together. This is a great posture for back strength. It's also a really nice opening to the front of your body. Lift your chin, lift your chest, stretch up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. Locust, Savasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you, right, left, one day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe to the back wall, lengthen to lift. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Try to keep your hip and forearm in contact so the sole of your left foot is flat to the ceiling. Change, slowly left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Maybe bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Spread your fingers wide, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, push your hands back. Press your hips and forearms together, roll forward, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Change, lower down, bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect. Look to the right and take a breath. So I believe in the power of repetition, right? Whether it's like running or yoga, there's something powerful about getting to return to the same thing, but it's important not to become beholden to it, right? Because even the things in our life that are repetitive change over time. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight position. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, spread your fingers wide, lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Try to keep hip and forearm in contact, triceps tight, shoulders down, face relaxed. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Stretch the big toe back, press the shoulders forward, lock your legs, squeeze your butt, lift your thigh up, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down, real deal locust pose, mouth down, fingers wide, lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up, knees, feet together, soles of the feet flat to the ceiling, not turning in, squeeze your butt, roll forward, push down through your knuckles, not your wrists, lift your thighs up, change, lower down, arms out, look to the left and take a breath. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side for full locust, Padastasana. Arms out to the side, feet together, knees together. Lock your legs, point your toes, squeeze your butt, and arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So nice, 747 taking off, beautiful. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your knees and feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right. So if you've ever worked with youth, you know one thing that happens, if you do something one year, what does it become? A tradition, right? Even if it's just 1 year, they go, but we do that every year. It's what we always do. It's a tradition. I think youth are more likely to do that than adults, but I think it still happens in adults. But this is what we always do on Friday, right? Be a little bit supple with thinking, with emotions. Bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up towards the ceiling, and lift. Everything lifts off the floor. Push your hips down, lift your chest up, keep your knees, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, right ear on your mat, breathing in, emptying out. Dhanurasana, floor bow. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down and heels open. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up and kick. Try to keep your knees, feet, and hips in line. So squeeze inner thighs together, squeeze your butt. This posture is great for toning the whole back of your body, your back muscles, your glutes, your hamstrings. Point your toes is a really good opening through the shoulders, the chest, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your left, take a breath. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm Supta. I'll show you from the side. Open your knees, open your feet, walk your hands back, sink your hips down. Eventually sit between your heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, behind you. Eventually you can sit on the floor, put your hands on your feet, right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. The other thing they tell you about working with youth is like whatever they're asking for, it's usually not actually about that. So, you know, in working at a camp, if somebody's like, what's the schedule for tomorrow? It's not, they don't actually care about the schedule. They just care to know that somebody's in charge, right? There's an adult around. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last. Or if somebody's like freaking out because the battery on their flashlight is out, it's not actually about the flashlight. It's about feeling secure and being able to see what's around them. It's very obvious with youth when that happens, but I believe it is true with adults too, even in yoga. So when I get freaked out that my mat is off kilter, I have to remind myself, it's not really about my mat being askew. It's really about me wanting some semblance of order, right? In a disorderly world. It's about me wanting some control. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. And the control that we get from the repetition of 26 and 2 yoga can be healing, but it can also be a little bit intoxicating. You can open your knees and feet as you're ready. Walk your hands back, sink your hips down, put your palms on your soles, right elbow, left elbow, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. And that's why it comes back to, even though the postures are the same, right? Your experience with them should be different every time, right? So even though the postures kind of look the same or my words are similar every time, your experience in them should be different every single time. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. No Bill Murray, no Bill Murray Groundhog's Day here, right? Every day a little bit different. Sometimes in a frustrating way, sometimes a posture that we've taken for granted, all of a sudden we can't do, but sometimes in a really cool way, like the thing we never thought we could do, whoop, there it is. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the back of your mat. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, half tortoise, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs. Articharmasana, stretch up and go down. You're always welcome to put one or both hands on the floor or stretch forward, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Try to get your elbows and wrists off the floor, active arms here, palms together, wrists straight. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up, arms over your ears, feet together, good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If the sit-ups ever start to bother your back, you are always welcome to skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Keep that in mind, you can always roll off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat. Second set. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. Chin away from your chest, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good. Good, change, come on up, arms over your ears, nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good. Come to the back of your mat, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up, and, oh, no, sorry, come to the top of your mat, am I right? Do we do 1 or 2 sets? Are we doing camel? Sweet, thank you, my bad. Come to the top of your mat, open your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. I guess we could do 3 sets of half tortoise. Place your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Keep your eyes open, look up towards the ceiling. And this posture, camel pose, might activate your central nervous system. So just be aware of that. As you look up, lift your nose, lift your chin, one day your head drops back. So if you feel your heart start to race, if you feel like a little dizzy or nauseous or lightheaded, that's just the central nervous system kicking on. You can stay right here or with your hands on your back, go back halfway, freeze in the middle. You can stay here or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. So once you become familiar with this style of yoga, as teachers and as students, right, we've all had that thing where we like skip a posture or whatever, or we skip one. I always think there's a little bit of like a Freudian slip there and like interesting. I skipped the second set of a posture that I didn't like. I think it's extra interesting when my mind in autopilot goes to like doing a third set of something. Like I understand subconsciously why I may be skipping a set of something or trying to rush ahead, but a third set I'm always like, what does it mean? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Half tortoise would be a fun one to do 3 sets of, perhaps during the 90-minute class. Second set, camel. If this posture bothers your knees, you can roll up your mat a little bit. So there's extra padding under your knees. You can open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, bring your elbows close together. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, and just go slow. One day you look up, one day head drops back. You can stay right here or go back halfway. And when you're ready, grab your heels. If you can't grab your heels, or if you have to lean way back to grab your heels, keep your hands on your back. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back. Look for your toes behind you. Good, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. Okay. So that was our deepest back bend. Again, these heart-opening postures can sometimes stimulate the central nervous system. So after bending the spine, now we're going to round the spine, compress the front of the body, and cool, calm the central nervous system. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat for rabbit, Savasana. Bring your knees and feet together, hips on your heels. Make L's with your hands, like little bunny ears. Grab your heels. From the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest, stomach in, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, round your spine. Good, change, hips down. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Again, this is a rounded spine posture. Theoretically, at the end of class, our back is a little bit more warmed up, but if this posture or any of the rounding spine stuff, including the sit-ups, if it ever feels like it's like pulling or tugging on your back, not in a pleasant way, it's a sign just to ease up a little bit. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So you're never like forcing your body, right? Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Take your time, try to feel each part of your back rounding, stomach in, forehead to knees automatically, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip,
Lift your hips up, squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down,
Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So I'm reminded, when my camp moved to another camp, I still very much miss that sacred space and will probably never fully get over it. But like the new space had like water skis and way cooler programming, right, for kids. Like there's cool lake sports and stuff like that. When our yoga studio changed from only 90-minute classes to adding 60-minute classes, I got to meet some new people, or people came back that just didn't have time for a 90-minute class, right? So I missed having the option to do the 90 at any given time, but also I got to meet some new friends. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for one set of head to knee with stretching. One set, right leg out, left leg in, arms over your head, stretch up. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Bend your right leg, interlock your 10 fingers under the ball of your foot. Flex your toes back. It's a great calf and Achilles stretch. Bend your elbows down to open shoulder blade scapula. Suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, try to do a straight or even a locked leg, heel off the floor, elbows down, elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. Option to skip the sit up and stay here, or lay down, let your spine realign, and sit up. Pashimotonasana, one set. I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. Rather than rounding your spine, arch your spine, right? So try to keep your back flat, knees can stay bent. Eventually legs are straight or even locked. Everybody inhale, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, start to fold forward with a flat back, stomach to thighs. Imagine you're gonna hook your rib cage over your knees. One day, forehead and toes touch. Good, change. Stay seated for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee. Bring your right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or take it off the floor. Wrap it behind you. Try to grab your left thigh with your right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor. Some other options, you can have your right leg straight or you can sit crisscross applesauce. Left arm behind you, right arm up and over, right? Grab your right knee with your right hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or wrap it around for the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. And even though I really miss practicing with you all in person and I miss the heated classes, but there's still silver linings. There's a thing called toxic positivity where we ignore the crappiness of a situation. I don't want to do that. COVID sucks, not being with you sucks, and there's some really cool, interesting things that have happened to me, including getting to practice with people from around the world or getting to meet new people. My commute time has gone down a lot, right? And I'm also aware that sometimes we're not fully sure of what something is until we have hindsight of it. So just keep that in mind with your yoga practice during this time and other stuff as well. You don't need to be toxically positive about what's going on. Some stuff sucks, but also be open to the fact that maybe some good things are happening too, or some interesting things. Legs together, arms over your head, some unforeseen things. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs for final breathing. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate, don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So all you have to do is exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, your lungs will subtly but automatically take in air. Breathing is an automatic function. So if you consciously exhale, your lungs will unconsciously inhale for you. It's pretty cool. Sit up nice and tall and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana, close your eyes, open your arms and legs, take a breath. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Take a moment here, get nice and cozy, comfy on your mat. Picture your whole body lengthening to the floor. When I did my yoga teacher training, I remember a teacher who I actually really didn't like, but she ended up still imparting some good wisdom. She said, don't think you know what this is. Like, give yourself a year to fully process that you just left everything behind and did yoga nonstop for 9 weeks. She was like, don't think you know what this is. And I've kept that in mind as new things start to happen to me in yoga and in other parts of my life, right? Don't think you know what this is, right? Hindsight's 20/20. We don't have hindsight when we're going through it, so keep going through it. Keep coming back, returning to yourself through your breath, through fostering the mind-body connection. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose. And all is coming.